Brony Geeks proudly presents Witcher Season 2. Warning, the following language may contain coarse language and other materials that may not be for a younger audience. The opinions expressed in this audio are solely those of the speakers involved. These conversations may contain spoilers for current media such as games, comics, movies, television shows, and more. Growing Geeks makes no claim to ownership of the various media discussed, simply the opinions expressed. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Hey guys, be sure to join the Facebook group 1400 members strong, hit that join group button, and answer any of the questions. Please, we need you guys to answer those questions. Then make your way over to the YouTube, hit that beautiful red subscribe button, and become one of the 166 so far members strong. We're on the quest for 200, trying to get that done in the next month here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave all your comments in the portion below. Follow this link tree to any of our audio-only content that we have going on anchor.fm/GrownGeeks on any of your audio-preferred streaming services. Without further ado, Witcher Season 2. Up top, we got the Law of Surprise, motherfucker. Will Parker, how we doing?
I'm good. I'm definitely glad you got me to watch this show. So I'm in there.
And I'm just Brent of Grown Geeks, because I had a basic name, and then we were brainstorming names, and I accidentally gave Will a name. I'm like, you know what? I should have done that one. But hey, it is what it is. I'm very happy that we have someone else on the Witcher wagon. This is a fantastic show. I just started getting involved with The Witcher last year, as I'm sure most people were, with the games and now the TV series. And can I just say, Henry Cavill, what a treasure. What a treasure, this guy.
I love this man. Okay, I'm just call it what it is. I love this man.
He is a fantastic representation of the gaming community. He's a huge D&D fan. He's a huge computer geek. He almost missed his interview for Superman to get that job because he was in a World of Warcraft raid. This man might as well throw his hat in for King of the Nerds. And we will just be like, you know what? You're the king of the geeks. We don't care. It is what it is. He's Superman. He's Geralt. He builds gaming computers, plays D&D, and he does a fantastic job of Geralt of Rivia. Before we get too much further in the video, guys, be sure to leave all of your comments below. We love talking to you guys, getting to know what your thoughts, opinions, feelings are on these things. They don't even have to be correct. We just want to know what you guys are feeling, and because, you've heard us talk. You know we're not always going to be politically correct. So, any thoughts and feelings below, much appreciated. Will, what are your thoughts? I know you just finished Season 1 and Season 2, so I know you just binge-watched the hell out of this show. What are your thoughts on the series?
Well, I'm going to take it in, get a little piece from Season 1. After the first episode, I was hooked, and I watched through everything. It was fantastic setups and stuff like that. Definitely made me binge watch all the way through. I had no problem, just going ham on this shit. With Season 2 and stuff like that, I love the creatures and stuff that I got to see coming out of every woodwork and stuff like that. I love the turmoil that some of the characters are going through. I love, Geralt and just freaking how he's just fuck you all this shit one minute and then turns around and he's loving on Yennefer the next minute. So that's yeah, just you're everything. So fuck you and you fucking die. It's great. I love the swap between the two and stuff like that. And even series progression. So it's a really good show. Good character progression. Good freaking surprises and stuff like that, and great freaking monsters and stuff within here. So I'm loving it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the introduction of Vesemir. I love he is the basic father of all the Witchers. For any other lack of understanding, if anyone wants to come after me, I haven't read any of the 9 books. I understand only the lore that is established here and in the video game, so you'll have to forgive me for this. But I love Vesemir as their dad figure. I love some of the liberties they took with Lambert and what they took with Cohen, because Lambert looks nothing like the Lambert on television. Cohen looks pretty similar-ish, I want to say. Yennefer was... I just want to say, she killed Season 2. She really sold the hell out of the turmoil she was going with, all the struggles that were happening to her, how she grew to be torn as she was training Ciri to use her magic and harness the powers and abilities that she had. I thought that was a fantastic just addition to the show. Um, but also, I do have to agree with you with Geralt. Like when Geralt found out that Yennefer was the one trying to fuck up Ciri, zero hesitations, putting the sword right to her throat and be like, "No, no, no, you don't touch my baby." It's like, I love you, I love her. You touch her, you die. Okay, understood? Good. Of course, he did it in a much more serious and much more manly way than I just stated it. But he was very, very basic and very, very simple in the fact he was like, these are the boundaries. You're outside of them. Do not touch my child of surprise. It's like nobody touches my child of surprise. Nobody. She does whatever she wants to do and whatever's in the best interest of her. I just guide her and make sure she doesn't die. And he is the fun father figure that we've all known to grow and love because Batman adopted an orphan. Love the shit out of that kid. They usually die. He's not very good at parenting. We have the Dadalorian from Mandalorian. Adopted this orphan kid. Very good, adorable relationship. Now we have Geralt of Rivia. He is just the most grunting, sighing, angry dad out there. Just every other word out of his mouth is just fuck. And you're like, I get it. If you've been a dad, there are moments where you're just like, man, if this isn't parenting, I don't know what is.
That's my favorite dialogue from him too. He's just in turn, just fuck every time. Just I love it. It's great. He does it so effortlessly. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he sells Geralt of Rivia because, like, in the games, Geralt is pretty much the exact same way. He's just very, very short with people. He doesn't want to deal with a lot of people's problems just because of what his job is. He has to deal with this, and he absolutely hates portals. He hates magic, even though he's very, very good at using all of these things. Was there any part of the show you really, really wanted to just focus on before I just take over the whole show and ramble?
I mean, nothing in particular and stuff like that. I think I was happy that we saw Yaskir. I can't even say his name right, trust me. But it was great to have him back, the Bard. So that he's always a fun character so to play with. But no, I think that everything was done again. Just really impressed with the monsters and stuff like that they have for the show and stuff like that. Great work with the CGI and stuff like that. Like it really felt good and stuff like that as they were doing everything. And one of the things that I read about with Henry Cavill, so that he was like, "Yo, I really want to make this character feel lived in." So it's like I need more dirt on me. And it's like they would come and like pat dirt on him so like that. And he's like, "No, fuck that." He'd go roll around in a fucking mud puddle and shit like that, and fucking get all this fucking shit caked on him. You're like, all right, that's better. Let's go. And stuff like that. And film fucking scenes. He would wear this shit home and stuff like that. And he said he would just like sit in his fucking, in his little, area, stuff like that, freaking just feeling badass as fuck.
I mean, look, if
trying,
you give me like a Witcher's armor, you bet I'm gonna be just.
He says it takes like 2 hours to put
like
on. He's like, fuck it, like I'm gonna wear this shit all the time. He wanted to make it really feel lived in, so his dedication to the character was fan-fucking-tastic.
Because like what the cast has been saying about Cavill is like when they're like going through scenes, going through dialogue, he's like, no. Page blah 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 of the book, it sounds like this. They say it like that. Why aren't you expressing it like this? It's like also the monster would look more like that based upon the book's interpretation. So it's like you have someone who's thrown themselves into his role, and he's just enthralled in this character. And like you can't ask for more.
No, I'm reading these books. Like I don't give a shit. I'm reading these books. I gotta get them.
Sam said there was 9, so
I'm gonna find all 9.
Because they are probably something I need to. They're on my short list as we've discussed, like off air. It's on my short list of books I need to get and power through. I have the whole Game of Thrones series sitting behind me. I haven't gotten to them. They are on my short list. I just finished reading Jujutsu Kaisen, everything that is available already. So I already read ahead. Read Jujutsu Kaisen 0 shortly. Very excited for that. I heard it crossed over 1 billion yen overseas. Don't know what that equates to in American dollars, but like that's something.
It's the highest ranked anime movie of this year, and it's only been out for 2 days or whatever.
Yeah, it came out Christmas Eve. And you think people would have better things to do than go see Jujutsu Kaisen 0, but apparently not. So there's a lot of good things in the works, but like The Witcher, I'm super happy. The Witch, I need to understand more of her backstory, her lore, like how deep she's built in. Because originally, when they went into the woods, I thought it was one of the 3 witches that could control fate. And it's like you give your hair to, and then they'll like tie it into this tapestry they have, so they have a power over you or something like that. But it wasn't that, so I'm like, there's a lot more to learn. For those who like Leshy is for Leshen. That's just what the Witchers call them because they hate them that much. No idea what that centipede thing was, but that was cool.
I don't know what the hell it was, but that thing was clicking all over the place. I'm like, nah, I ain't with that.
Yeah, because I was so hyped for when Geralt was about to face off with that Leshen. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. And then rip in half. What? Like, this thing's dangerous if it's just ripping Leshens in half. So there's some serious stuff going on, and I'm a little upset with Jaskier in the sense that he got another catchy song stuck in my head. Because Toss a Coin Your Witcher, Season 1, stuck in my head forever. Now Burn Butcher Burn, yo, stop making bangers. Just leave me alone. These are some really, really catchy, short tunes that you just play in the back of your head. And you're just like, next thing you know, you're just humming along to it, just annoyed by it, but you love it at the same damn time. So I have no qualms with this show. Season 3, to my understanding, is already in production or about to get back into production. So I'm pretty excited for that. Try and get the Wild Hunt incorporated. If you've played the 3rd Witcher game, they are heavily involved. I'm not going into spoilers on that, but also if you dropped into like Season 2, the Witcher review with Groaning Geeks, we said spoilers in the beginning. Can't hold me to it, but for those who haven't played the game, because I know you haven't, the Wild Hunt is preeminently involved in a lot of the stuff of Ciri's father, Emir, was very common knowledge that people played the game. So when they dropped that bombshell, the casual viewer is blown away. Those who play the game's like, we know. We've been here. So, got a lot of good stuff going on. Anything else you'd like to add on to this? I feel like I'm just ranting and raving here about... I can't recommend the show enough.
I mean, the show is fantastic. So that I'll definitely go on. Like, I'm sitting here looking at the books and stuff like that, and like I'm waiting for them to do the update for The Witcher to the PS5 version so I can play it. So that
it's there.
Oh, it's glorious. Is the PS5 version available now?
I'm pretty sure the PS5 version is available. I was looking at the PlayStation Store, and The Witcher 3, I think the full game with all its DLC was like $15-$20 part of the PlayStation sale.
Well, I got the full game already. Like, I got everything because it was free at one point or something. So I ended up grabbing everything. But yeah, I was waiting for the upgrade. So yeah, if it's there, I'm gonna get on that and I'm gonna start playing that immediately.
Yeah. So with everything going on, I don't really have anything other to say. I'm hyped for Season 3 already. Like, I'm not sure what the spinoff is or what that entails, but I'm sure we'll be covering it because if it's anything as good as this, I'm in.
I'm with it.
So for Brent of Groaning Geeks, I got the Law of Surprise, motherfucker, up top. Hope Parker, thank you for your time, Grown A Geeks.
Holla!